I haven't paid healthcare in more than 2 years. Okay, and today I'm going to demoralize you and turn you into me. You're going to become just like me, or you're going to ruin society. Okay? Let me ask you something. When is the last time that society made you feel nice, like your taxes are going somewhere and you know, when they finally paved in a new road next to your place? Was it because they care so much about you, or was it because some guy built a new living block and he bribed the town hall to pave a new road, you know? Or did they care about you? Oh, Kirill needs a new road, you know? They gotta fix the potholes. So, when I lost my job because the Hebrews decided to replace me with a Turkish boy that was gonna do the job of two people, that the Turkish boy convinced them, I'm gonna do the job of two people, even though this person barely can do his job because you shower him with work. I can actually do two jobs, you know? Okay. So when I lost my job, I got like a fucking red pill. And the red pill is, if I don't have a job, oh shit, no money for healthcare. Oh fuck. Oh shit, you're gonna pay me everything you owe me in welfare. And you're getting nothing back. Nothing. Absolutely. For you, I'm getting maximum from you and you're getting fucking nothing. Okay? You're gonna pay up and you're gonna watch me stuff my mouth and build muscle mass. Okay? Which makes me even more infuriated because every fucking gypsy under the fucking sun is getting some kind of a disability payment. They fucking, you know, they want money, they need money, and they make 5 children, right? Meanwhile, I have a fucking, you know, I'm coughing like I'm dying, right? I'm missing my nose tonsil, so I'm coughing so much in the morning. No people would want to work with me. You know, I cough a lot in the morning. No disability money for me. I was dealing with all kinds of like depressions, where it's like crippling depression. Okay, it's fucking just horrible. And it's again, I don't go, hey, I need disability. So I'm fucking suffering quietly, and I get no money. Meanwhile, you see all these fucking schmucks, money up the ass, money. Everybody's smart. I'm the stupid one. Hey, mom, there. What happens when I'm the smart one? When I'm the one on easy street? What happens then? You ever ask yourself that? So I when I made a YouTube channel, I adapted this philosophy very quick. I was gonna tell people to take their money from the banks, to you know, cut it with the taxes. Okay, only the minimum. Only if you can find some loophole, you know, fuck them. I was gonna do that anyway, but especially when YouTube gives me a strike, when they refuse to give me views, when they shadow ban me, I'm gonna be like, hey, YouTube gave me a strike. I'm taking my money from the bank. If you got a problem, go ask YouTube. Go talk to YouTube. I got depressed. My problem becomes your problem. Go talk to YouTube, okay? Oh shit. Just woke up. YouTube is not giving me views. I don't feel like getting a phone plan. I guess I'm not gonna have a phone plan anymore. I mean, go talk to YouTube, you know, hey, They could have given me some views. Yeah, I could have given you money per month. But alas, turns out, life is hard, huh? Life is hard. And you start to get red pill, you start to get black pill, you start to notice all these stuff, you know. You start to notice you don't have a job, but they expect you to pay like a phone plan every month. Why the fuck do I need a phone? My wife has 3 minutes with me. My family has 3 minutes with me. Why the hell do I also need to have a plan to pay per month? So the phone company just expects that all of us should be paying per month. And it's like, wait a minute. If my wife wants to call me, she can call me. She got 3 minutes, you know. So what are we doing here? What do I need the phone plan? Am I calling people all the time? You know? Sounds like fucking bullshit, but am I, working in the office or something? No. I don't fucking I don't fucking understand, bro. When is the last time people used to be like calling and talking around the place? Like, are we in the 90s? Are we in the early 2000s? Like, who am I supposed to call? I used to call my mechanic. I used to call my dentist. Now I'm just gonna message my dentist on Viber. And it's like, okay, who am I calling, bro? So you want me to give you like $20 per month for a legacy service like I'm no longer even needing? It's like, what are we doing here, bro? You know? Sounds like fucking bullshit, bro. You know what? Wait a minute. YouTube is like not giving me views. They're like, you can't upload videos for a week. You said the N-word. Okay. But you're entitled to my money every month. It's like, wait a minute. Wait. When we were sick, I don't remember my phone operator calling me to be like, hey, are you okay? Just checking up on you, you know? So, when I needed money, I don't remember the phone operator saying, hey, we got a lot of money. Looks like you need money. Let's give you some money. So, they don't want to give me money without a reason. But they are very concerned with me giving them money for no reason, you know. But we're gonna give you a free Wi-Fi, 3 minutes on the. It's like, bro, I don't need mobile internet. I don't know how to tell you, but I don't need to check my Twitter and whatever social media every minute I'm outside. You know, when I'm home I can check it, but when I'm outside, I don't need to check anything, bro. I'm outside, I can listen to some music. I can listen to some podcasts, like that's it, bro. I don't need to be checking the internets, bro. Okay? So, I don't know what kind of a world they're fucking living in, but it's quite hilarious. And people are gonna say, I don't like this video. It's depressing. I don't like the negativity. Well, when you're being abused, when you're being raped, if somebody comes to help you to say, hey, buddy, you're getting raped over here, you're getting abused, that's not okay. We gotta do something about this. You can say, yeah, I don't want to listen to you, I don't want to listen, this is negative, I just want to let me get raped in the ass, let me get abused, but don't talk about it because I don't want to hear the negativity. And that's how you know you're a fucking NPC. Because we gotta talk about this stuff, right? And I'm just, I don't think it's negative. I think it's a nice for your brain to kind of wonder about these things and start to realize like, oh shit, this is a good thing. This is a good moment. You should be like happy that you realize this. If you found out that your bank was screwing you, that they were taking your money for nothing, you should be happy. You should be, oh wow, I'm so happy that I found out that my bank was trying to screw me over so I can stop it, right? You don't want to avoid the negative stuff and then find out after 20 years that your bank has stole $20,000 from you. I mean, don't you? You know, do you want to quickly find out about a problem and say, man, this is not fucking okay? Or do you want to, I don't want to listen to negative stuff. And then you find out that you've been like getting screwed over 20 years later, you know? I think it's healthy. It's a very positive thing to suddenly like notice. To suddenly notice that your employer would bother replacing you, putting you out of work, with a guy who's gonna work for $2 less, right? So you're bothering to screw over a person because we're gonna replace him with a Vietnamese worker, you know. However, you notice that the phone company, they still expect your payment. I lost my job. I'm not going to be getting money per month, but the phone company, they still expect the payment. That's not very fair. So you mean to tell me that if all of us lose our jobs, if America is like becomes like 60% unemployed, the phone company expects to make just as much money as always. They're always making money. You stop getting money, but they keep making money. Mr. CEO is gonna be getting a new yacht every year, but we gotta keep giving him money. Is he your child? Is he like what is going on in here, bro? You know, you start to notice this stuff, and you're like, hey, I don't have a job. The protein store, the supplement store, expects me to keep buying citrulline malate. It's like, bro, turns out I don't need citrulline malate. Nobody's paying me to. I don't remember. Did I get like a movie role or something? Am I an actor? Because last time I checked, I am buying collagen, I'm buying citrulline malate, I'm buying fucking amino acids. Nobody's giving me a movie role. I'm not getting a sponsorship from, Muscle Tech and Skitek and all these supplement companies. I'm not getting a sponsorship. So you're giving them money. They're like, oh, no, we wouldn't sponsor you. We don't like your body. But you're giving them money. Funny. Right? And only when you start to try to market so people give you money, do you truly get blackpilled on how much people, they don't want to give you money even if they're dying from cancer. Okay? They don't want to. They would rather fucking suck pee-pees than give you money. Okay, that's how stingy people are. Right? And you would see them, that the same people, they go spend $7 on coffee, right? And then they turn around and you say, hey, here's a book on how to cure cancer. And they're like, oh, $14. I think I'm gonna die from cancer, you know. Just a little too much. That's like 2 coffees, bro, but they keep buying like coffee every day, right? You wanna live in this pink world where everything's positive and you think everybody's gonna give you back, everybody's gonna be like they're gonna be giving you back. So you go around the place, you're donating money or donating $5 to your favorite streamers and YouTubers. Like, here's $5 to read my super chat, right? Oh, you're a hot girl, here's $5. Starbucks coffee, $7, here you go. Gotta wait in line for my coffee. And then one day, you write a book, and you're like, oh man, I'm so excited, people are gonna read my book. And you find out that, you know, your people, your fans, they bought the book. That's fucking awesome. But how about some actual random women who have depression, and the book is written to cure depression, which is an extraordinary claim that this book can cure depression. So you don't need to go to the fucking therapist, right? And you know, some of these women, you know, so you're like, hey, would you like a free copy? Let me get the marketing from you. If you like it, maybe you'll tell your friends. And this woman was telling you how she was depressed, she was crying all day, she's back on like antipsychotics. You know, like, hey, I wrote this book for 2 years. Let me help you. I believe this thing is gonna make you, it's gonna heal you like forever. She doesn't even bother replying. She doesn't even bother replying. And the women online that say they're depressed, you share the book, they're like, can you give me any advice for free? Okay? So, they're depressed, they're sick, and they're saying, can you give me something for free? I'm sick, but I don't feel like spending $14 on getting cured permanently, right? And then you look at her, she's like buying Starbucks coffee. She's like, yeah, $7 for a coffee, no problem. And you start to ask yourself, what am I doing writing books? Why am I not opening a coffee shop? People don't want to get cured. People don't want to get helped. People don't want help. Okay? You don't see these women like reading online, like staying up to 4 a.m. to read online. How does depression work? How does the mind work? Let me learn to meditate. You know, they never do that. But they wake up in the morning, they're crying, they're depressed. They put on their shoes and they go wait in line for coffee. They go wait for 5 minutes to pay $7 for coffee, right? So, you get into selling drugs. You get into selling sex and dreams. That stuff, they're always gonna be lining up. The NPCs, they're always gonna be lining up, baby. You're selling coffee, you're selling cigarettes, alcohol. You're selling them a dream. So, if I wrote a book, you know, how to get your dream man, that book is gonna be selling, bro. You know, what am I doing writing a book? Psychological transcendency, cure your depression and become a better you. Sorry. Nobody fucking cares. Nobody fucking cares. They're psychotic, they're on meds, they're suicidal, they see the book, it's like, nah. Did they go back to buying the Ray Ripley t-shirt and buying the Starbucks coffee? Right? So you learn. It's like, you know what I saw the other day? I hope I fucking saved it because I'm gonna be super mad. Oh fuck, I didn't even save it. Fuck. Maybe I did save it. Nope. Well, I'm gonna save it now. I got a random ass Twitter post from one of my favorite wrestlers. Where is it? There it is. There it is, Swerve Strickland. So, believe it or not, I got absolutely red-pilled on marketing and making money in marketing, being successful in life by a black man, a wrestler, Swerve Strickland from AW. Okay, and he's a cool guy. I fucking like him. Okay, I was like, man, Swerve, when are you gonna return to wrestling? We miss you. You're like super cool. You know, I even use his music sometimes when I work out. So Swerve, for some reason, decides to post on Twitter. Easiest ways to get rich: 1. Sell men lust. 2. Sell women beauty. Sell parents peace. Sell kids dreams. Sell the rich safety. And sell the broke hope. Same game, different packaging. Okay, so you gotta sell people what they need. You gotta sell people what they need. Okay, the women that say that they're depressed, they don't give a shit about fixing themselves. They wanna buy a magic pill that makes you feel nice, like cocaine. So instead of cocaine, they buy what is allowed legally, that is Xoloft. Xoloft and other SSRIs, antipsychotics. They buy it. I feel better. I'm ready to play. I feel better. Right? And even if my book was free, even if my book was free, they'll be like, geez, bro, these are 200 pages. There's no pictures in the book. I just wanna, can somebody tell me, like, in a few sentences what to do from the book? And it's okay, you do this and that. And she's like, she forgets about it, right? If I was selling Zoloft, if I was selling pills, and I'm like, hey, Roasty, these pills are gonna make you feel better. You don't need to do anything. You don't need to work on your problems. She's like, they would come buy all the pills, bro. I would be a millionaire, So you find now that women, they want to read a book about, romance, chats, romance, and dating like serial killers, and dating cowboys, and dating jewel thieves. You want to know the black pill? I published my book, and I entered into this like winter sale for Smashwords, this website, and I tried to find my book on the sale page, and it's like all these books, and all of them are like romance novels, probably generated with ChatGPT. So everything is fooded with thousands of books, and everybody is selling romance novels. There is like nothing else. Okay? You are refreshing thousands of pages, and everything is like romance novel. Dating a cowboy, dating a guy that's like Spec Ops, dating a jewel thief, dating a cop, dating a killer, dating a lumberjack. Everything has got a guy with a six-pack on the picture and some kind of a, cowboy hat. People are churning these out, okay? And Indians are churning these out with ChatGPT, and it gets so bad that publishing companies are like putting restrictions, like, no, we don't accept like romance books, shit like that. They don't accept books on prepping because, Pajeets were churning out thousands of ChatGPT books on prepping and just trying to cash in on the fucking trend, you know. And you find out the truth. A woman wants to be sold. A woman wants to be sold beauty. How to find a man? How can she look young again? How are you gonna be hot? And you're gonna be desirable. You're gonna find a love. And guess what? It is possible. It is absolutely possible. You can change some things about yourself. You can improve. And I'm writing a chapter on that. So I got wise. I'm like, you know what? I gotta fucking become a little more marketable. All right. So I look at these 6 points from Swerve Strickland, right? And I'm like, I'm gonna write a chapter to sell each of these 6 things. Okay. So my book description, it's very shitty. I wrote it very quick. When on the day I wanted to get the book published, I just wrote my book description in 5 minutes. Now this is very important because this is the first thing that people see when they decide if they want to buy your book. If they see the cover and they're like, let me read the description. It's like it says, unlicensed wife advice from somebody who's been dealing with depression and intrusive thoughts, and this book can change you. It sounds like depressing. It sounds like not professional. You know how Americans love to be marketed to. You want to read like, hey, would you like to learn how to cheat at work and find the perfect man and, and find a love and, Americans like to be advertised like in a very like you're playing The Sims. Like, hey there, buckaroo, would you like to grow 6 feet tall and find your sexy rich woman? And, so I gotta change my book description. So from now on, my book is not gonna be marketed like, I'm gonna give you advice as a guy who's overcome depression. It's gonna be, hey, I know the secrets to finding love and being beautiful after you're 45, and he's gonna sell you all these dreams. And I'm not even gonna be lying, because it is true. Like, there's stuff in the book, so I'm not lying. I'm just marketing it the right way, what you wanna hear. Okay, people wanna hear the good stuff. They don't wanna hear the negative stuff. Don't want to listen to this video and be like, man, I'm learning something today. This is gonna help me in my life. People want to click on the Mr. Beast video. Oh, hey guys, I'm Mr. Beast. We're gonna be playing in a both pits today, retards. Right? And it's always the smart people that are like listening to podcasts, and you're like thinking about what I'm saying. You're thinking how you can improve your life, right? So here's your fucking lesson, bro, right? Here's your fucking lesson. So we're gonna have a chapter where we can sell men lust. Now, how is that gonna be? I guess it's just gonna be a chapter on how to become sexy, I guess. But we're gonna sell men the idea of how I get in shape and take care of myself and become a sexy guy, right? I'm already writing a chapter, Sell Women Beauty, how to make women desirable at like, so they'll get a hot man even after 40. They'll be a man to stick with them until the day they die. And I'm not even lying, like I am writing like a very good chapter. This is all like very good advice to save your life, I am already selling the parents peace. I'm selling people peace with the chapters telling them to stay away from stupid people, stay away from weird people. Okay. Sell kids dreams. What dreams would I be selling them? I'll be selling them the dream to find a man and then not have to work again and work on your hobby. That's gonna be the chapter. Working on your side hustle, your hobby. That's gonna be the chapter. Sell the rich safety. We already have that. It's gonna be, how to avoid people, like I said. And sell the broke hope. Yeah, I'm selling hope that you can cure your depressions and stuff, right? All right. We're also gonna sell them hope that they can be writers, they can paint paintings, and good luck if they actually manage to make money, right? I'm selling you hope. Buy my book, I'm selling you hope. And the same way, they try to sell you all kinds of courses. They're like, hey, we're edX. We're gonna sell you a course on UX design. If you get this online diploma, you might get a job in UX. Since guess what? Nobody cares. Nobody fucking cares, bro. Okay? Nobody cares. They're selling you hope, and there's no guarantee that you're gonna get any job. Okay? They get the money to sell you the hope. Good fucking luck. Okay? And you get red pill the same way. You're gonna notice that I upload videos about women's wrestling. Sometimes there's gonna be like a Megan Bain video. Sexy women in the ring, right? And you would notice these videos, they go viral and they get, let me give a quick check. Well, when is the last video? Where is the last video? Come on. I don't see it. Where is it? Oval Vice ass 6.6 thousand views. Okay. So if I make a video about Oval Vice's ass, I'm gonna get 6,000 views. If I make a video telling you how to fix your wife, how to cure depression, some wife hacks, I get 19 views. Are you starting to notice the pattern, right? So, getting some wrestling moments on video, it takes like 15 minutes, But I already have been talking to you for 34 minutes without the editing, and YouTube is gonna give me, 20 views. Right? But then they expect you like, yeah, I'm gonna put my money in the bank, I'm gonna keep my money in the bank. But it's like, no. YouTube gave me 20 views, I'm only gonna keep $20 in the bank. You got a problem? Talk to YouTube. Hey YouTube, where's the bank? Kirill said you don't give him views, so he's not putting money in the bank. Well, what are we doing, fella? Life becomes so easy and so enjoyable when you start saying fuck you to people and you start unloading your problems on them. Everybody wants to unload their problems on you. Nobody wants you to unload your problems on them. Get it? Everybody wants to, you gotta do this, you need to do that, you need to man up, you need to marry these sluts, you need to marry the single mothers, you need to be a man, you need to help them on the street, you need to risk going to jail, you need to change my tire on the road, you gotta do this, you gotta do that, you're a man, or I'm not gonna call you a man, I'm gonna shame you, you need to die in a war. You need to go get bombed by drones in Ukraine, or you're not a man. And then you hear, well, hey, how about we send women to war? And they start making these TikToks like, I'm suddenly a housewife. When I hear about war, I'm suddenly cooking and being a housewife making cookies. So women are not dumb. Women are not fucking dumb. When they hear about women might get sent to war, they start getting married, they start making cookies, oh, I'm a housewife now, I'm doing the laundry. I'm getting pregnant, I can be sent to war, right? If you tell women, whoever buys Kirill's book is not gonna be sent to die in Ukraine in a war, they're gonna be fucking buying my book, lining up, they're gonna be lining up, Kirill, please give me an autograph, please. So, where were we? People love to share their problems with society. They have a bad day, they want to come yell at you. They have a bad day, their boss abused them, they want to come talk to you. Well, actually, I'm sorry, but I'm not the one that abused you. Well, why do you want to come share your pain with me? Why do you want to come take it on me? You know, I didn't do anything to you. But then you get fired because they replaced you with an Indian, right? You were working at Twitter, you were a programmer, you get fired, replaced with an Indian. And now society says, you better get a job right now. You better not think about taking a few months off. We're gonna call you lazy, we're gonna call you, everything should be taken away from you. You're gonna work, or we're gonna call you good for nothing and lazy. Listen, I know you've been working for 20 years, but if you even think about getting a small break for 6 months, we're gonna call you lazy and it's all your fault. The economy is going down the drain because it's all your fault. Right? So, you get the hint that everything is your problem and everybody wants to share their problems with you. But if you try sharing your problems with them, they are bitching, they're crying. If you say, hey, I don't have a job, I can't pay for Netflix anymore, they are fucking going crazy. You man, you lazy man, you're broke. How come you can't pay for Netflix? You're broke. Right? If men don't want to go on first date in a restaurant to spend $100 for a meal, they're called broke. But then you find out all these women that are going on dates just to get food, just to get a meal, just to get a meal, you know. And it's funny thing that these women are so, like, how do their brains work? Like, you can't just like make some scrambled eggs for 5 minutes. You can't spend $1. You don't want to spend $1 to make scrambled eggs with cheese for 5 minutes on the pan. Instead, you're going to bother to go on a date with some strange man who might turn out to be like super annoying. He might turn out to be a killer, a rapist. You want to go on a date with him. You're going to go outside. Wait for him to come pick you up. You're going to do your makeup to pick you to go to the restaurant. You're going to listen to his bullshit for 1 hour so you can get a free meal. So you can say, I got steak and wine. I got steak and wine. And I'm like, are these women so poor that they just they need free meals? They wanna bother with this bullshit? Just to get a free meal, you're gonna bother listening to some guy for 1 hour. When you can just like make scrambled eggs with cheese, like in 5 minutes at home and just, you don't need to be bothered with a guy you don't like, right? Women really are the Jews of the sexes. They would be, they would probably suck peepees for $10, bro. You know, at the same time, they are so retarded with their money. They're like, hey, I'm gonna spend $10 on Spotify every month. Spotify? What is Spotify? Oh, it shows me new songs. I can make a playlist and it shows me new songs. Well, wait a minute. You can make a playlist on your phone with your music. You can make a playlist for free. Why do you need an app to make a playlist? Well, it's like YouTube. It's like I can discover new songs and I find out new music. It's like, wait a minute. How much music are you discovering? You're discovering music like every month. Like, what the fuck is going on? You know? And these women are fucking, you know, $7 coffee per day, $10 Spotify and Netflix. They're bleeding money. And then you say, oh, a book to heal my depression. No, $14. No. And then it's like, for free? No. And then they go, hey, here's your Xoloft prescription, $30 per month for Xoloft. And your brain is fucked, and you're getting morbidly obese, right? And it sapped your will. So now you feel like a zombie, right? But you were feeling good in the beginning, but now it's fucking, you're getting cocaine, you know? So, the new red pill is the same red pill I was telling you last year. Stop putting your money in the bank, stop paying for bullshit, stop paying for phone plans. And you're gonna say, oh, it's too hard, I can't. Yes, you can. You can cancel your phone plan and you can find a voucher. Okay? Don't tell me it's too hard. Yeah. It's too hard. So you're telling me that, what was I talking about? If I tricked you to subscribe to give me money every month, you would be too lazy to unsubscribe. You would be too lazy to be like, I want to stop giving this money $10 per month. You'll be like, just let him take it. Just let him take $10 from me every month. Just some random guy. I'm too lazy to unsubscribe. It's like, wait a minute. When I try to sell you a book that can heal all your wife problems away, and I'm selling it for $14, you're like, nah, I don't want to be bothered. It's too hard to click the buy button. I don't want to be bothered, you know. But if you see a new LABUBU doll, holy shit, I just realized women are buying LABUBU dolls, but they won't buy my book. Like, this is suicidal, bro. This is suicidal. Okay, this is really making me depressed right now. I just realized women would pay $10 for one LABUBU doll because it looks cute. Oh wow, it looks cute. Here's $10. Women pay $10 for LABUBU dolls. I gotta write this in my description. I gotta start the description with a LABUBU doll costs $10. My book cures your depression and teaches you how to get a man and all of that for $14. Do the math. You know, you really, that's how serial killers are born. That's how Ted Kaczynski is born. You know, Ted Kaczynski, he just wanted to live in his house in the woods and being left alone, but they had to come drill and cut trees next to his house and make noise, and then you get the Unibomber, right? And then postal offices start exploding, you know, 50 people died. And keep in mind, nobody ever arrests the construction company. Because when you think about it, They are responsible for it. Ted Kaczynski just wants to be left alone. Like, he's going a little crazy. Just like, I just want to live in nature, away from society and, the internet. They're like, we're gonna come here, we're gonna make noise every day, we're gonna power drill, we're gonna cut trees, we're gonna be wow, wow. Then Ted Kaczynski started sending some bombs in the post offices. 100 people died, and everybody's looking to arrest the Unibomber. But then nobody's like, hey, this fucking construction company, they fucking pissed off this guy so mad he like bombed like 100 people. It's like, why doesn't the construction company, that's like illegally chopping down the forest, why are they not in jail? Oh, we can't put them in jail, it's too inconvenient, it's too much of a hassle, right? But you can hunt down the Unibomber, right? So you're gonna spend, the FBI resources to look for a guy with sunglasses and a hoodie. We gotta find this guy. He's a bomber. But then it's too much of a hassle to go arrest the bosses of these logging company, whatever. Funny how society works. So you get over as a scammer, as a sweet talker, as a Wolf of Wall Street, Jordan Belfort, You see a book written by Kirill Arashenkov, you're like, man, this sounds Russian, this sounds creepy, this sounds depressing. But if I change my name to Jordan Belfort, How to Get Laid and Live an Amazing Life as a Woman by Jordan Belfort, all of a sudden you're fucking, oh, who's this Jordan Belfort? Maybe he has a six-pack. Oh, he wrote a book about how I'm beautiful and I can get laid at 45. Oh my. Oh my. Right? Funny how that works. So, women spend $10 on LABUBU dolls because they look cute. Oh, that doll looks cute, I want it. I saw Stacy buy it. I saw the other women buy it. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to get women to advertise my book so the other women can be like, oh, Stacy bought Kirill's book, I'm gonna buy it too. So that you gotta advertise to them like they're retards, And it's not even a scam book, it's actually a very good book, bro. Okay, it's fucking life-changing. Okay? So, you write a life-changing book, and it's usually women who are the more depressed. They're usually the ones looking for, I'm depressed, And you try selling it, and it's like nobody cares. Only your own fans are buying the book, right? I know I haven't done marketing. I know I gotta do marketing. I need to fix the cover. I need to fix the description. I need to fix some chapters, But women would rather buy LABUBU dolls. Ray Ripley has a collection of LABUBU dolls. She complains about being depressed and lying in bed and crying because her shoulders are big. Ray Ripley would never buy my book to be like, oh, let's see, maybe this guy, I'm gonna read something, I'm gonna get fixed. I'm not gonna have this weakness anymore. I'm gonna learn to overcome my fears, I'm gonna learn to overcome my fears, We're gonna market the book as a LABUBU doll. It's gonna be really cute, really positive. It's gonna be really cute. It's gonna be really positive. So it's an amazing book. There's a LABUBU doll on the cover. There's like little cute LABUBU dolls. Oh, look at this book. It has LABUBU dolls on it. And that's how you gotta market to women, like retards. I am marketing to retards. Like, hey, let me cure your depression. Let me cure your problems. There's a LABUBU dolls on the cover. You wanna buy it? Stacy bought it. I heard the popular girls bought it, and there's LABUBU dolls on the cover. Like, bro, I love being a writer. We know that for a fact. I love being a writer. But the moment you finish writing, and now you gotta market it, you gotta convince people to buy it, you get blackpilled so hard. Now you gotta market it like you're Jordan Belfort. You feel like a scammer. You gotta lie to these people. You gotta convince them, like, this book, if you don't buy it, your wife is gonna be sad. Your wife is gonna be sad. There's a timer. If you buy this book in the next 12 hours, everything's gonna be all right. But if you don't buy it, you're gonna die. Buy this book. It's so good, they're gonna ban it soon. The FBI is gonna ban my book. This book is so good, you know. Ray Ripley bought this book. And that, you gotta market to them like they're fucking retards, okay? So, you know, it's not enough to say, hey, I thought it's going to be enough for me to write, hey, this book can heal depression and it can change your life forever. It can turn you into a new person permanently. Fix your depression. I thought that was going to be like groundbreaking. I thought it was going to sell like hotcakes. Well, I mean, it's not on Amazon. I'm too lazy to publish it on Amazon. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I publish it on other places. It's like buried. It's hard to find. We haven't done any marketing. So I guess, but you know, I tried posting on Twitter. I tried posting to some women on Twitter. They haven't bought it. So I'm like, you know, where are we? Let me give a quick check. Let me do a quick check, bro. And is the internet slow or what? No new sales. Okay, so I'm gonna basically become a jewel thief. You know why? I love writing. I love being a writer. But at some point, you want to feel successful. You love being a writer. And they always say, no matter how good you are, you know, Ray Bradbury, he was writing like 10 books, barely making any sales. Ray Bradbury, like 10 books. He's just starting to get a name out, starting to get sales. Meanwhile, I'm like, my first book, I'm like, why is it not selling yet? It's like, guess what, buddy? Being a writer, you're gonna feel like a loser. You're gonna need 10 years before people start recognizing your name. You know, I was gonna make a joke. But anyway. What was I talking about again? Please, I gotta concentrate. What was I talking about? Oh fuck. Something about the book. We're gonna have LABUBU. Oh yeah. So, you know, we know famous wrestler Rhea Ripley hates my guts because I make jokes about her. I call her husband a cripple. I call her all kinds of things. I say she has a sexual disorders. I say she has big shoulders. You know, I'm just very mean. I'm just very mean. You know, I parody her. I talk about kidnapping her. So, suffice to say, when somebody blocks you, but then you have a new account and she doesn't even bother blocking you, she hates you a lot, okay? She hates you a lot. And keep in mind, one of her transsexual fans kind of told the truth by accident. She said, he or she said, that's why Ria and us got your channel striked. Ria and us. That's why Ria and us got your channel striked. Got your videos taken down. So, Ria and us. It's not us the Fangaros. It's Rhea Ripley and us got your video taken down. What was the video? It was a parody where Rhea Ripley was watching the opening of an old TV show called Crossbow, and she was like getting like orgasms, talking about how she wants to get punctured by a crossbow. Oh, William Tell, why don't you shoot my apple with your crossbow? And Rhea Ripley really hated that. She really hated that parody. Like, she was fucking angry, bro. Okay, so Rhea Ripley hates my guts, you know. However, if we convince Charlotte Flair to buy my book, it's like, Charlotte Flair, here's my book for free. Charlotte Flair starts reading it. It's like, oh my, this is really cute. I like it. You know. And, you know, next thing you know, Charlotte Flair and the other girls are like talking about, oh, this book is really changing my life. Rhea Ripley comes over. It's like, what are you talking about? We're talking about this book, Psychological Transcendence, and it's really, I feel like it's changing my life. It's like, Rhea Ripley's like, okay, who wrote it? Oh, some guy, Kirill Arshinkov. It's like, now, Rhea Ripley hates me, but she's gonna buy the book because fucking Charlotte Flair bought it. You know, that's how the LABUBU mind works. That's how the LABUBU mind works, okay? Stacy bought it, so I need to buy it too, or I'm gonna be the loser, right? So we're gonna put some LABUBU dolls on the cover, and that's how you gotta treat people like they're retards, okay? Because, well, if somebody needs to have LABUBU dolls to make a sale, well, maybe they actually are retards, you know? Have a great day.